Hello YouTube, this is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. This is hashtag collection meet tarot, which is by Candy Soul and Soil. I just saw it this morning and I was at, you had me at collection. Okay, so the idea behind this, it could turn into a little series, which that works for me because I'm a psychotic collector, but I am today going to show you my Kay Finch ceramic collection, and I'm going to match it up with some of my tarot decks. Okay, this was such a good idea. All right, so Kay Finch was a part of the American California pottery movement, which happened between the mid to late 30s and the 1960s. I believe after World War II, they started importing a lot more Japanese and then Korean, and they could just do ceramics quicker and cheaper, and so the California pottery movement kind of died at that point. But Kay Finch she lived in what is the name of the city? Santa Barbara, right, I believe. Somewhere up there, those beautiful, just coastal places. Where is it? Look at this. Corona del Mar. Okay, so she operated the Kay Finch studio, which at first it was just her and her husband. Her husband helped her with the molds. So they're molded ceramics, and then once they've been fired in the kiln, she had special clay that she used. She had special glazes that she used, and she hand painted her figures, and then later hired a bunch of other people to work for her who hand painted the figures, which is why they were kind of expensive to make. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the first figurine that I ever purchased of hers, which I got at an estate sale. And this bunny is actually part of a set of two, but I only have one of them. And I got it actually with a couple of smaller baby bunnies. This is one of a set of 3 owls. This one sits here up on my tarot shelf, and then this one sits out front. This is the daddy owl. He sits out front with my plants. He's real dirty. This is also going to give me a chance to dust off my my figurines, so that'll be cool. So of course, the deck that matches this particular bunch is Oehlers and Thorn, just in every way. Let's get a little closer with the tarot, but particularly the bunnies. And this one, let me see if I can find it. This one has owls too. Look at the bunnies. And actually, I have a Kay Finch squirrel, but of course it's put away. There's an owl. There's another owl. Oh, and I have a fish too. I'll show you the fish later. I think I got the fish out for something else. More bunnies. Bunnies. And the hermit, just because he's so cute. I don't know if Kay Finch ever did a hedgehog, but she was very famous for getting the anatomy correct. She was kind of an exacting employer, because of course she molded these things out of clay first. Then her husband would pour a mold, and then they would make them out of the mold. That came out terrible, but that's how they were made, right? So this one's a little, you can see how it is, right? Okay, next bunch. Okay, so I love these. I have a whole little setup here. I also have some like ceramic tree branches that are, I think they're meant to be bud vases. But these little birds, she made them in tons of colors, purples, blues. I think there are some that are like totally outlandish colors, like turquoise. But all the molds were the same. And she has this specialized way that she makes around the eyes. There's always this little swirl here, and the line paintings. And if you are a collector, you'll notice that these small add-on pieces, a lot of times they break. So if you decide to collect these, it makes a big, big difference. So now there's a little chipping on the paint, but it's not broken. Oh, his little nose is starting to chip. That's the only thing, is that a lot of times they have a lot of this crackling in them. Anyway, so yeah. So this is actually what inspired me. I was like, oh my God. So here we got the little bird tarot. And there they are. Oh, these are flickers. I have these all over. I love the little bird tarot. Oh, MG. You can put this with like plant oracles or tree oracles. It's just so perfect. Or like I was playing around with like the flow tarot. My magpie. Okay. But I have another deck for these birds that might work better, if you can imagine. Because perfect. Oh my God. Okay, I could show you the cats too, but I mean, you know how birdy this deck is. Hush, right? There's a bird. Goats. Oh my God. The kittens though, I have kittens too. Can you see? That's gonna go with the cat decks though. Birds. Hush is so birdy. That's what I love about Hush. But also horses. I got a horse I'll bring out in a minute. Bird. Anyway, Hush Tarot goes with the birds. Hang on. Okay, so I'm going to show you two pieces. And these are quite different. This is an earlier piece. This is a horse. See what I mean about, she was a real stickler about the anatomy of the animal. So they're, even though they're kind of fantastical, they're also very, kind of perfect, right? And then here's her swirly signature around the eyes and even the ears. Okay. but also this one. And this is a piece. So this comes from a Kay Finch mold that was sold when she was starting to go out of business. Okay. And what they would do is they would have people come to these old pottery places and make their own. So this one is not painted as well, not glazed as well, but it is from one of the older molds. Okay. So it's, I have a better one than this, but he's put away and I can't get to him. And I don't want to. Some of these things, I have an embarrassing amount of these things put away. So, but I wanted to show you the dog for this. And this is the first edition of The Darkness of Light Tarot by Tony Dimauro. Is that his name? Tony Dimauro. And this is the same dog, right? This is the dog. Now it's not the same thing. The pottery piece is a Cocker Spaniel, but it's the same vibe. And I love this dog. This has got to be his dog, right? And then he's also really good at these horse cards. Death on a white horse. That could be the horse, right? There's a knight. Another knight. All these horses have armor on. And then we got 6 of Wands. And then I'm just going to show you a cat because it's a cute cat on the Queen of Wands. All right. Next piece. All right. So this also is actually a part of a set. I believe this is the medium penguin. And there's a smaller one and a big one, and they're like a little family, a daddy, mommy, and baby. There's the eyes. And see this, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but this is, this clay is pink. She was known for this combination of colors and the pink clay that she used. So this is a different company, but in my opinion, this person came from Kay Finch's studio because the same idea was used as far as the ribbons go. And this painting of the flowers here is very Kay Finch-like, a little swirly here. And actually, I believe there was a Kay Finch kangaroo that looked very much like this. So Kay Finch adjacent. And here is Spirit Song by Paulina Cassidy. And there's our little penguin. 9 of shells, that'd be 9 of cups, gratitude and fulfillment. And there is the kangaroo, 2 of crystals. I love this deck for the animals that she chose. There's an owl. The horse. A rabbit. I also have a donkey around here somewhere, like a medium size, not super small, but kind of small donkey. Kay Finch made a zebra that was like big, like twice the size of the big horse, which is super collectible, worth thousands and thousands of dollars. She also made a series of giraffes, and she was very famous for her elephants. There's a bunch of elephants that she did. Should I show you? Should I show you in the book? Here you go. And there's my rabbit too. Oh, there's the camel and the squirrel. Anyway, so that's Spirit Song. Okay, so sorry. This is how I discovered what my rabbit was, that my rabbit was a Kay Finch animal. My mother-in-law sent me this, and this is, I think her name is Anastasia. See the eyes and the swirl here. She's very anatomically correct. Persian kitty. Look at, even there's like negative space traced into the, this was done by one of the really good finishers. And then I have the kind of baby version of her. The little swirly tail. Oh my God. I love these things. Look at the little detail at her eyebrows and her ears. And then the mini version. The mini one. So cute. Oh my God. And then there are a couple different sizes of this one. And also this is one of a set of 3. But I have the whole set. This one actually was broken and I fixed it, but I have the whole set put away. I really like the colors on this one because she added like the turquoise. So this must have been a later version. Let me see if I can find, where's the cats? I'm sorry, I know this is a boring part. I should have tabbed these pages, but see, look at this. Look at these people doing this stuff by hand. And she, at one point, was employing like 50 people. So cool. Oh, man. Ifs and buts. Ifs and buts. Where's the cat pages? Okay, I'm down to the dog. Ambrosia the cat. So this is one of the other pieces that I have put away. There's some of the little donkeys. The Siamese I've always wanted, but you know, it's just like decks. You run into times when you have money and times when you don't. Okay. So, of course, we gotta have cat decks. And I recently was gifted the Considerate Cat Tarot by Madeleine Belanger. And devilish kitties. 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 Cat in a box. Okay. But also for this bunch of ceramics, the Leeza Robertson Adam Oehlers Soulcats. I think there's my Siamese. I want that one. And that even kind of looks like ambrosia a little bit. These cats are such characters. Okay, next. Okay. This is one of my pride and joy pieces because these are actually really hard to find where they're not broken. So first I had this one, which I got as a single piece. You can see the Kay Finch signature on the bottom. This is an older one, I think. But you can see the add-on pieces that the hands with the jewelry, the little ruffle here. And some of them were even more ornate. And some of them were, she had like really big, like 2-foot statues that were super fancy, but I don't have those. And then there's actually another lady that goes with these, whose arm is held up so it looks like her sleeve is a bubble. But this is the prince. Look at the hands, the fingernail. Oh my God, and the ring. And then just all this beautiful painting and little add-on bits. And then see, she matches the prince. She's the same color range. They added on all these little baubles and earrings and painted on the glaze. What's this one have? There's the Kay Finch mark. And then this, this is actually really hard to get, is the fountain that goes with the couple, with the bird on it. And that sits right there. And then I think this is where I meant to show you this fish. There were these fish were done in a bunch of different there's a different Kay Finch punch, a bunch of different colors and variations, and she also had like some smaller fishes. But this is Oriental Tarot by Giordano Berti. This is actually an Italian deck. It isn't actually Chinese. It's all about Orientalism in the 1800s. But it does go with the Kay Finch things, right? Very similar ideas. Although Kay was a dog breeder and she showed her dogs. So she had Afghans and Cocker Spaniels and a couple other breeds that, and she went all over the world with her dogs. The other one is the Eastern Ink Tarot. This is the fancy one with the pretty blue gilding. I don't think I even found cards in this one. Hang on, but yeah. Very similar vibe. Oh, there's our horse. Here we go. So pretty. So pretty. I'm trying to see if, for some reason, I thought there was fish in here. Maybe it was just the yin yang on the bottom. And the white horse. Let me see. I know there's dragons in here. There. Oh, that's a pretty card. Oh, strength with the dragon. Give me some fish. Well, that's actually probably a water dragon, but there he is in the long robes. Oh, maybe I lied. Oh, so pretty. Oh, gee. 3 of Cups. Cool. And fish? Anybody got fish? Oh, there should be fish there and there's not. Oh, here's a fish at the bottom there. That's such a beautiful deck. Goodness gracious. Look at her. Beautiful. Emperor. Justice. 2 of Swords. I think all the dragon cards are at the bottom here. And I don't know if she did a dragon. I don't know if she did like mythical creatures. Not that I know of. Okay, next. Okay, I just wanted to show you, there's the Oriental figures, and this is the maiden that I don't have, which goes with the bunch. Yeah. And okay, so we have now reached lambs, and she did a bunch of different versions. This is a very early one, but see all the little tufts that went into that, and she's still got the tiny thing on her eye and the pink clay. Yeah, that's a cool one. This one I'm never quite sure. This looks like a Kay Finch. It has the right ribbon and everything, but it's not quite right. So I wonder if this was done by a different studio copying Kay Finch. However, this lamb, and when I got this lamb, I was overjoyed. It was one of those things, you know, when you find a deck on eBay or whatever and they don't know what they've got. So I got this, and see the wreath of flowers, the flower lei. That's what I'm talking about on the kangaroo. She does have a little bit of crackling on her little hooves. Look at the tufts and the curl and the little ears and the little bony forehead. If you've ever like met lambs, it's really amazing how beautifully this is done. Look at her little tail. Okay, so does that have this doesn't have a mark, but it is an H, which this is a high-end, one of her higher-end painters. And the other thing I wanted to show you, and this is just one deck I'm gonna do with these guys, the Grumpy Pig. and again, these were so popular when she did them. There's an old Kay Finch stamp, the little boat here, and they were so popular when she did them that she did them in all kinds of different colors and patterns and different sizes. These are all kind of on the medium size. I was so stoked to get this one too. And this is that, like, the happy mom. And there's her, there's another Kay Finch stamp later. And this one is a piggy bank. This one is heavier. This one's like 5 times heavier. It's more solid. This one is a bank that you can put your money in. And then this thing comes out and you can empty it without breaking it, hopefully. But I wouldn't put my money in there because I wouldn't want to break it. So can you guess? Can you guess what? At one point, Candy went, "Can you guess with Little Red Riding Hood?" And I totally 100% guessed. Yeah, it is. It's Tarot of the Magical Forest. No forest. And I don't know if she did any foxes, but I don't have them. There's the kitties. There's an owl. The bunnies. Kangaroo. But the lambs. Stick. There's Ambrosia. Bunny Magician. Where's some more pugs? There's another owl. There's the Lammy strength. Ah! Lammy Temperance. Kitty. Owl and a pig. Oh my god. There's that owl. Piggy fool. What else do we have here? I think that's it. Oh, there we go. So you must admit that that matches. Oh my goodness. When I took this Lammy Angel to New Mexico and Piggy Empress, okay? That deck read really well for ghosts. I am not even kidding. Hang on a second. One more. No, I kind of lied. There's 2 more sections. Okay. This one's a little bit of a stretch, but these are cool. These are the little peasant pair. And again, these were made in tons and tons of different colors. Sometimes the clothes were changed. And there is the old Kay Finch stamp with the boat. But they're like little kind of Norwegian German peasants. And then this is another one of my pride and joys. And honestly, I wanted to show these particular pieces because look at the add-ons here in the hair. And just the detail at the back of her dress, the buttons, the gloves. Really, nobody did it the way she did. And here's the groom with his little mustache and his corsage, his little tails. Oh my goodness. Okay, so and then I wanted to show this too forgot to show with the other horse. There's a set of 3 of these that are just beautiful, fat farm horses. Okay, so the one I picked, mostly I don't have very many like super blonde tarot decks that I can think of. I think that's kind of phasing out, but this is the Llewellyn tarot. Very romantic, very blonde. And a lot of kind of married couples, right? So it's not the same time period, but these, and there's an owl. There's the horse, there's Lou. But it is the same, you know, super romantic kind of blonde people in love, I guess. And horses. Okay? So that's the Llewellyn tarot. Now really just one more section. Okay, so I had to show you these because these were some of her most best-selling figurines. And these are called Goaty dolls. And where is the... No, not all of them have stamps. So they had to add these little capes and hats, the flower detail inside the hat, the brooch, the muff, all these skirts and stuff were all different. She's got tails and bows. And so this one, obviously in the winter. And then this one, maybe more summer. She's got a hat on. Her muff's got flowers. Purple. She's bare-armed. Tails, bow. Their hair was always different. These are so cool. And this is a pair, which I got from a lady kind of early on in my collecting. This one has, like, she's off the shoulder. She's really in the springtime. And this bow with the fan, the flowers match on her arms and her hair, the bow in the back instead of the tails. And here's the boyfriend with the matching flowers and the bow tie. Oh my God, he's so cool. This one has a bobo though, but with this gloved hand in the back, stripes on his pants. Are you kidding me? Yes, please. And then this little, she's got a large figurine of this one, but this is a miniature, which I keep with them because it's their little pet Pekingese. Love these things. So the decks that I picked for this section was The Intuitive Night Goddess by Linzi Silverman. Because look, that could be the winter girl. Look at her. And her fancy dresses. She could be in there. I mean, it's a different style, but same kind of layering fabulousness. The spirit cards are weird, huh? Okay. They start to kind of less and less so, right? Because this deck has all different styles of goddess garb, but also And I'd be surprised if some people didn't guess this, is the Fyodor Pavlov tarot. Same kind of deal. This fabulously romantic layered garb. This could be the guy, right? That's him. And I had like peasant girls too, but you know, girls gotta stop at some point, right? Right? So beautifully romantic. All right, so that is my collection meet tarot, and thank you, Candy. This was such a good idea, and I will definitely have a couple other pretty serious collections I could match decks to. Maybe vintage jewelry. Yeah. Thank you for coming.